Hello beautiful Tauruses, thank you so much for joining me, Lorien, for your mid-May brief update about how things are going for you. Happy birthday if you're still due to have a birthday. Thank you very much for joining me today. So we're going to be using the Tarot. We're also going to be using Follow Your or Work With Your Light. I've just got this deck and I can't even remember the name. Work Your Light, there we go. I do have a first impressions video if you'd like to have a look at in more detail, but we're going to be using Taurus, and I hope you can all hear me because I bought a new microphone with my dear patrons' money. I donate to the channel every month and get a reading in exchange. So I got the cards to hopefully vary up the readings a little bit, give you some deeper insight, and I got the microphone so hopefully everybody can hear me hunky-dory okay. So thank you so much to the patrons who donated their money. If you'd like to make a donation but not every month, you can also do that with a link below, but I'm just going to shuffle the cards now, see if there's something good coming through. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is going to be something good for you, Taurus. You've earned it. All right. So we have the Five of Swords, the Lover's card, the Seven of Swords. Okay. And we also have the Six of Wands. Well, there we go. There you go. You've earned that. Okie doke. So, I'm just going to put them cards over there. And let's see how things are coming through for you. I don't know why there's a stray rune there. Please do ignore it. It's not specifically for you guys, but I think it just fell out of the pack. Okay. Okay, so you do have some struggles, or you have had some struggles that are still going to bleed over into the rest of the month, but this isn't anything that you need to worry yourself too much about. I know it's easier said than done, my lovely Taurus, but I honestly believe that there's a lot coming through for you, which is very good and positive. The Five of Swords can be about some kind of selfish victory in some ways. Woo, that light from that window is very shiny, but it does feel like there's a lot to come for you. Within this, I do see the fact that you may be choosing to walk away from a situation or just choose not to fight for it anymore. I think that you're down to your last fight now. You may have burnt yourself out in some respects in regards to work or education or trying to survive, allowing a relationship to survive or something like that, or your friends are taking too much time and you just need to go, oh, look, I love you, but really you need to let this go. Because I know some Tauruses are really practical about their friendships, but others really do take on board more like a Cancerian vibe. So you don't have to mother everybody this month. I think you're going to be fine. But this is just a case of, okay, I just need to let this go now. For some of you, it is going to be that people want to lord up their skills over you. Like, look what I've got. I don't need nobody else. You know, that sort of feeling of pride and, not pride, but hubris. That's the word that could come into mind there. So just ignore those. I'm sure you will anyway. You don't need to know. You don't need me to tell you that. But I do believe that there's going to be something that's coming in for you in a more positive manner. You do have the Lover's card, so that brings me to a conclusion that there will be something about romance this month, that maybe you want to plan a birthday party either for you or somebody close to you. Maybe you're planning something like a celebration of you and yourself, or your some kind of anniversary maybe coming up for some of you. That's one I'm thinking, not just your birthday, but something that's coming up very strongly here. I also believe that there could be something or an emphasis on people, relationships close to you, people in relationships close to you, friends, that sort of vibe coming in. And it could be that you are trying for your very best to stay out of them, but maybe they always ask you for your advice. So you can just step away and close down that chat if you want to. But I do believe that this is a reason to celebrate. This is very strong for you. And I do think that you can have something to go, I like that. You know, that very deep connection. And also the Lovers is a sign of Gemini, so maybe you've got something coming up in the month of end of May, June that's actually very positive for you guys. So that could be something that you're coming through with as well. The Seven of Swords is you need to be careful of somebody again. Somebody may be watching you without reason or trying to lord up their control over you. Somebody in a position of power or somebody that you report to is very strongly wanting to overtake you in this way. And it could be that you're trying to defend yourself against them, but honestly, that's going to work out fine in your favor. But otherwise, it may be that you're trying to do something really intricate, but in a very basic way. Like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need to do that. But if you want to succeed, you need to make sure that your self-confidence and your progress comes before everything else. You know, you need to make sure that you're doing your absolute utmost best at all times, because I do see your self-confidence growing. I do see victory here. So no matter what internal arguments may come through with your friend group or your partner occasionally this month, or somebody around you, water off a duck's back. It's gone, it's going, don't need it anymore. Goodbye. So let's have a look at what else is coming through for Taurus with these new cards. I'm so thrilled with these. All right. Whoa, you saw that, right? I hope that caught it. I really, okay, so you have 3. I may need to pause the video at some point because I don't know how much storage it's got. But you had transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. You have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, yes. And you have pillar of light, which is your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So considering I only have like 1 minute left of storage on this phone or something similar, I think I'm just going to need to briefly switch a little bit. So you might see a little bit of a cut in the video, but I'm definitely going to come back to this in more detail for you. And we're back, or we should be at least. Let me just see if I can move this giant hand in the way. Okay, so yes, I just wanted to have the time to be able to go into these since they flung themselves at you. So with this one, this is very much a transformational card. Things are changing on a very cellular level, deep healing. So I remember, I think from the book, it's kind of saying that you're not who you were, you know, like a year ago, and you're not who you're soon to be. So you're not at your absolute pinnacle of, oh, this is me. But at the same time, you have still grown. You are all the time changing. You're very much transmuting, transforming all the time. So like all the patterns that maybe you've got into, everything that you have kind of tried to change, I think is still being changed. But the thing is protection. You have to make sure that you're making time for yourself. You have to make sure that you're doing yourself a service. And so whether that's somebody who comes through and is a little bit weird now and again, or maybe it's somebody who comes in to be a very poignant character, this person who is you are becoming, I think will only grow if you're able to call back the scattered energies that you're currently experiencing because of other people. Now, Pillar of Light is very much about saying that you are a starseed. You know, you are very much somebody who is on this earth for a reason. So if you are scattered energy-wise, if you are very much all over the place because of friends or loved ones who just can't take a hint about a boundary, make sure that you make those boundaries very clear. I think in the overall reading for May, that was something that came up very strongly. Now, I must have a disclaimer. When I do these readings, I don't retain them. I channel them, I read them, I say what I need to say, and then I get them out of the way, ready for the next person. So this I may not remember in 5 minutes. So I don't remember much of what your actual overall reading was. But what I do see is the fact that you are moving into a higher being, but other people around you may be very desperate to bring you down. One thing that I will recall though is that you do have the victory card. You are going to change. You're definitely going to make a statement, and I believe that this is going to be for everybody's greater good and the longer term. So I hope that helps you, Taurus. I'm so glad I was able to take a little extra minute or two trying to get into what these cards mean for you and how they flow. If you'd like to leave a comment, let me know how this resonates with you. And also if you'd like a particular question asked in Pick a Card, that's fine too. I'm also doing personal readings. You can become a patron. Everything, donate is down below. But thank you so much for taking the time today. I'm grateful for all of you. Love you lots very much, Taurus, and I'll speak to you guys very soon. Bye bye.